are from first group of Psycholinguistics. We would like to tell you about how the brain process language. Mostly for 90% handwriting people, language functions are centralized in the left hemisphere of the brain. So here I'll tell you about the part of brain process language is Broca's area. Broca's area, which help us to speak, and Broca's area is in the frontal lobe. This is Broca's area is the frontal lobe here. This is the place of Broca's area. Usually the left frontal lobe and it's responsible for language expression. When Broca's area is damaged, people tend to have trouble producing speech. Their words become halting or slurred. This is called non-fluent aphasia or Broca's aphasia. Broca's areas means broken speech, and aphasia is just any type of disorder that involves language.
And next, I'd like to tell you about Wernicke's area. So, what is Wernicke's area? Here, Wernicke's area involves in the how brain process language. So, Wernicke's area is the region of the brain that is important for language development. That is located on the temporal lobe of the left side of the brain. So here, Wernicke's area is responsible to people to language. So it helps us to understand language. So here, when you get Wernicke's area back in the temporal lobe, so it's called Wernicke's aphasia. So what is Wernicke's aphasia? Wernicke's aphasia is it's quite different from the pattern of the Broca's aphasia. So here, when individual or you get Wernicke's aphasia, so you find any difficulties to understand what other people say. So here, when both Wernicke's aphasia and Broca's aphasia are presented, then you may have global aphasia.
Okay, the next point is global aphasia. Global aphasia is appear when Broca's aphasia and Wernicke's aphasia is present. Why it is called global aphasia? Because it globally affects language instead of affect subsection of it. Global aphasia is a subset of non-fluent aphasia caused by a damage of a left side of the brain. The effect is receptive and expressive language skill, include written or oral language, as well as auditory and visual comprehension. Patients with global aphasia may be able to verbalize a few short utterances and use non-word neologism, but their overall production ability is limited. That's all.
Now, I would like to share about arcuate fasciculus. Broadcasts are and weakness area are connected in the brain by a bundle of nerve fibers called the arcuate fasciculus. One cool thing is that its loop is also found in the people who know sign language. So it's not specific to a spoken language, but the brains adapt the use whatever modality is necessary for communication. When this connection is damaged, people experiences something called conduction aphasia. Their ability to conduct information between listening and speaking is described, which makes them unable to repeat things even though they understand what's being said. And once you think about how many language-specific functions you do every day, the answer is a lot. We have agraphia, which is an ability to write, anemia, which is the inability to name things, and other specific difficulties in reading, spelling, grammar, pronunciation, all sort of things. That's all from me.
Hello everyone, I'm Amelia Haikal Fasya, and today I'd like to share to you about split brain in psycholinguistics. Okay, here I would like to talk about split brain. First of all, we have to know the definition of split brain itself. What is split brain? Split brain is the condition where the corpus callosum connecting two hemispheres of the brain is severed, either fully or partially. Split brain is used to describe people who have had their corpus callosum severed to some degree. The corpus callosum is a bundle of nerve fibers that connect the left and right hemispheres of the brain, allowing them to communicate with each other. Due to the exclusivity of the hemispheres in split brain patients, they are able to clearly demonstrate the different roles of each hemisphere. When split brain patients are shown a word in the left field of their vision, or key, it is projected to the right hemisphere of the brain. The right hemisphere of the brain controls the left hand, and thus the left hand is able to pick up the key using this information. However, a split brain patient cannot verbalize what he or she has picked up because the language center of the brain lies in the left hemisphere. Because of this, only that which appears in the right field of vision, or ring, and thus is projected into the left hemispheres of the brain can be verbalized. The hemispheres of the brain are unequal in their ability to handle certain tasks. This is referred to as hemispheric specialization. For example, the left hemisphere of the brain is more dominant at performing verbal tasks versus the right hemisphere, which is good at spatial tasks. The corpus callosum allows these two halves to communicate with each other and exchange vital information.
Yes, for the next is neuroplasticity. As known as brain plasticity is neuroplasticity. Or neuroplasticity is the ability of the brain to change continuously throughout an individualism life. For example, brain activity associated with the given function. So that can be transferred to a different location. And the proportion of gray matter. So for the definition, the capability of the brain or CNS to recognize by forming the neural connection in the true life. For the neuroplasticity, that is like one point. So that can be how to adapt or how to changing condition for learn or to learn new fact and develop new skill. That is for me. Thank you.